you've probably seen my other subspecies videos, such as the Black Moon Nightwings and the Forest Walker Hivewings, but today I'm going to be explaining another uh, subspecies that I have recently developed that does tie into biomechanical, but you can just make one if you'd like. It doesn't have to connect to the biomechanical AU if you just want to use it for like your own story or something. But they are called Siren SeaWings. And so I'm going to just get started with explaining their lore first. So their lore is that after the very first SeaWing Palace was built, a portion of the population separated to create their own society, adapting to staying in their underwater home for longer portions of their lives, almost never going above the surface. It's unclear what prompted this decision or why they evolved so fast, but it is rumored that some sort of SeaWing-like entity changed them in exchange for territory of their own. Their bodies became larger in size, similar to the phenomenon of forest walker hivewings. Due to their enhanced height, it makes them faster and more powerful. They lost their back legs somewhere in the process of their evolution, and when they travel on land, very rarely, they slither around using their tails, using it to help them stand upright. Their eyes no longer have pupils, making them just one solid color. In some cases, they were found to have more than one pair of arms and even extra tails, which was supposedly to honor their strange, mysterious creator. They rarely make contact with regular SeaWings, but have been depicted in artwork and stories that suggest they've communicated with dragons outside their ocean environment as well. This is often for the purpose of consumption, which explains why most of them have longer and sharper teeth. Another thing I'd like to mention that I don't think was saved within the document when I edited it this morning is that Siren SeaWings can also have like fins on their tails, and their ears can also resemble fins in some cases, and a few of them can even hatch with an anglerfish-like bulb on the top of their head. And with the lore section out of the way, I'm going to jump straight into the abilities of these SeaWings. Siren SeaWings are able to do what most other SeaWings do, such as speak aquatic, breathe underwater, and see in the dark. But some other things they can do include using their extended body length to constrict victims, survive high-pressure underwater areas, and even mimic voices and songs perfectly. In some legends, they are said to carry the animus gene, as there are many stories of animi running away or sneaking off to have children with these dragons. It's unclear if the Siren SeaWings lured them to this fate, but certain artistic depictions suggest these animi had made this decision on their own. And now we're jumping into the naming system. Siren SeaWings can be named anything, but are often given names similar to the more common SeaWings. In some cases, Siren SeaWings have even been given names based on otherworldly creatures, such as eldritch entities and ocean-based myths. Examples include Kelpie, Mermaid, and Kraken. This suggests that their creator does not originate from this reality if they have a small portion of knowledge on said creatures. So, if anyone remembers from the very beginning of Biomechanical, that short introduction, it's mentioned by a deity, just basically confirmed that the multiverse does exist. And a few dragons know that. So this is just also confirming that there is a multiverse. Some extra notes is that yes, this is an open species and hybrids are possible, they are just very rare. And with that, because most of my subspecies videos are quite short, I might as well just talk a little bit about biomechanical itself. Volume 3 is in the process of being proofread, It's just taking a little bit because I've got like other stuff on my plate, like more educational stuff. Um, and also, when I have released Volume 3, I'm going to start working on Volume 4, but it might be slower because I have all this other stuff going on. So don't expect Volume 4 to get released soon or to even be worked on very soon because one, Volume 3 is still being proofread, and two, it's going to take a longer amount of time because I'll be more exhausted with everything else I'm doing. So, with that, um, go ahead and read Biomechanical if you want. I'm not forcing you to, it's just I'm starting to post more about it. So, if you do want to read it, you can, you have the option.